Hello people, I'm Bharat Acharya. Welcome to our new lecture. So we are continuing with our series of C programming questions, where in every video I tackle one question. I choose these questions based on how likely they are to come in the theory exam or more likely in your practical exam. Many universities have practical exams in C. If you have them, this is a question which is very likely to come. I'm sure you've seen the name and you immediately understand, yes, this is important. This was there in your assignments also. Menu-driven calculator. What does that mean? Look here. I'm going to first run the output, show you what the program does, and then of course we'll write the program together. So you are taking two values from the user, 2, 3. Now, you're showing a menu to the user. Menu options, 1 is for add, 2 is for subtract, 3 is for multiply, 4 is for divide, and 5 is for end. So this is your calculator. You decide what operation you want to do. The user decides. So let's say the user enters 1. What does that mean? Add. You show the result immediately. 2 plus 3, 5. User enters 2. Subtract. 2 minus 3 is minus 1. You getting it? User enters 3. Multiply. 2 into 3 is 6. User enters 4. Divide. 2 divided by 3 is 0. That is the quotient. And 2, that is the remainder. You understand? I have 2 apples. I want to give to 3 people. Can't divide. Nobody will get anything. I'll still have 2 apples remaining. So that's the meaning. 2 is the quotient. 0 is the quotient because you can't divide. And 2 is the remainder. Of course, it was a perfectly divisible number. That would be the quotient and the remainder would be 0. However, whatever are the inputs. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. That is add, subtract, multiply, divide. Yes, if I enter 5, the program will end. But before that, what if the user, if you when you get this in the practical exam, you have tested for all values, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The examiner comes and very sneakily enters 7 or 8 or 9. Basically an option which is not there in this menu. Then what happens? Like in an IVR, you know what is this? It's the same program that runs in the background of an IVR machine. When you call a bank or you call any booking center or anything which has a telephone helpline, you call them. What do? They tell you for English select 1, for Hindi select 2 and so on. What is that? That's a menu. Then it tells you for savings account, current account, for an example, for bank. So as you enter the options, the menu goes ahead. You can always enter invalid option. Over there also, if you do, you get a message. Invalid entry, try again. Same thing. If I enter 6, it's an invalid selection. Again, it's asking you to enter a new value. Are you clear? Till the time you don't hit a correct value, it will keep showing you invalid selection. If you enter 1, 2, 3, 4, it will give you this. I've shown you all of that. And if you enter 5, it will gracefully end the program by saying program ends. Thank you very much. This is called a menu-driven calculator. The inputs were 2 and 3. You can change it to whatever you want to. Everything is given by the user. Let's say our inputs are 4 and 2. This time taking perfectly divisible numbers. So 1 for add, 6, 2 for subtract, 2, 3 for multiply. That's 8, 4 for divide. Look at that. 4 divided by 2. 2 is the quotient and 0 is the remainder. And 5 to end the program. Please tell me this is clear. So this is what we're going to do. What do you think? The program is tough? Not at all. The program is very simple. It basically uses 2 concepts. One, you would have very easily understood. This is a loop. That is why it's happening again and again. The loop will break when the user enters 5. So it's a while loop. Can also be done by a do while. A while and do while are practically the same, except that while first checks the condition, then you enter the loop. In do while, first you do one iteration and then check the condition. Here do while is more suitable because first time you have to show the menu and do at least one operation, and after that you may choose to continue or whatever. So anyway, so the condition of that loop will be while the choice that you have entered is not equal to 5. So till the time the user does not enter 5, this loop will go on forever. Okay, forever. It's not like I can do add only once. Look at this. 1 add. I can go on. 2 subtract. I can go on. Keep doing what I want to do till the time I don't enter 5. The moment I enter 5, the program will end. So it's a loop that will break when the choice is 5. So that's one thing. It's a do while loop. And the condition of the loop is while choice is not equal to 5. Are you clear? And the second thing is the menu part, which is handled by a switch case, as you can see over here. Of course, I'm not going to explain to you a written program because that's not my style. If you attended any lecture of mine, whether it's classroom, whether it's online, or whether it's a seminar or a live lecture, whatever, I always do the program during the lecture because I encourage students to participate, see everything that I'm typing and develop the program together. So when we finish, maybe the output doesn't look like this. It'll still be a menu-driven calculator, but of course, we don't memorize programs. So the output may look slightly different, but at the end of the day, it will be the same thing. Shall we begin? Now, Let me just make a copy of this file in case I need it for anything else. So save, yeah, make 𝗕𝗵𝗿2. There you go. Now I've just saved it as a new file so that I have a backup copy. I'm going to remove everything from this file. There you go. At the end there will just be a printf with a blank line. This is our program. So as you can see in the beginning, there is nothing. It's just a program title. I like to keep a title to every program. Of course, that title doesn't make any difference to the logic of the program. You may not have any of these three. You can just kill these 3 lines. It doesn't matter. I like to do it because when you run your program and you get an output, you should know what the program is. So see my name. You can have your own name, or for the respect of your teacher, I write your teacher's name. And the title of the program, menu-driven calculator. Are you clear? So our actual output will come here in this space. This, of course, is my prompt. You know, you can have your prompt in whatever way you want. You can customize your prompt. So I have customized it. Anyway, now, what do we need? We need an A. We need a B. We don't need a result. If you want, you can create a variable by the name result and display result. But we don't really need it because we're not using the result for another operation. So I'm not going to create a variable result, but if you want, you can create it. And we need a variable for choice, for accepting the choice from the user. So these are the variables that we need. Int A, B, choice. Okay, a few things that I want you to pick up right in the beginning. See, I have my whole course of C programming. It's on my website, bharatacharyaeducation.com. Over there, you learn the whole subject. Here, you're not learning the subject, you're learning this program. So if you're preparing for this program, this is the video you need to watch. You want to learn C, you want to really be a good programmer, go to my website, take the whole course, learn everything properly. While doing the programs, if something comes to my mind, like right now something is coming to my mind and I'm bursting to tell you, then I will tell you. But you can't really explain the whole subject in just a couple of videos. In my website, the course has about 40 videos. Each video is about an hour. So yes, over there I have explained every detail, made you a thorough programmer in C and gone beyond. I've done a lot of data structures also in it, a lot of algorithms in it. Anyway, go check it out. It's there on my website. You can see the list of videos before you make the payment, so you know what you're getting. So first thing that I want you to pay attention is always declare variables right at the beginning of main, at the top of your program. Though modern compilers like VS Code, which I'm using here, or Xcode or code blocks, etc., allow you to declare variables in the body of the program, ideally don't do it. Always variable declaration should be on the top, because when your program is really big, like 200-300 lines, and you want to know whether you have declared a variable or not, if you have a habit of declaring it everywhere, you'll have to search everywhere. Simple. If you have a habit of keeping things anywhere in your house, you have to search everywhere when you want them. When you are disciplined and you keep everything at a particular place, to search, you have to only look at that place. One look and you know whether it's there or not. So over here, if you want to declare variables, declare them right at the top. Whenever you want to know if a variable is declared or how is it declared, uppercase, lowercase, what is the spelling you used, or what is the initial value you've given, all you need to do is look here. You will get it. You will not have to scroll through hundreds of lines of code. Are you clear? These are good habits. Inculcate them right from the beginning. All right? Be a pro, basically. Second thing, again, if you are declaring a variable, don't keep it random. Initialize it with some value. You never know when this will make a difference to your program. In this particular program, these two won't make a difference. Choice will make a difference, but otherwise also always. I've always said, initialize them rather than keeping them blank. Now, let's go ahead. So A and B, we're going to accept from the user. So let's display simple messages. Enter A, enter B. Enter A. I like alignment. You saw how beautiful the output looked. I like to present good outputs, but that's a personal choice. Some people don't really care about vanity. They just want the raw outputs. It's fine. That's up to you. Scanf %D and A. Accept it. Some people really feel that UI UX is important, and the world feels that. Today, softwares that look good are the ones that sell the most. Look and feel. You also know. The apps that you play, the games that you download, the look and feel is all that is there to it. There are so many stock markets apps. I'm not going to name any, but the ones that are running the most are the ones which have the best feel, where transactions are the swiftest and the clarity of what you're seeing is the best. So similarly, it's something that doesn't come overnight. It's a habit that you develop as a programmer. So I always tell my students, have really good looking outputs. It will definitely help you. When the teacher comes to check your program, not only the accuracy, the look of the output should blow away the teacher and give you maximum marks, maybe full marks. So you have accepted A and B. Let's see what's happened so far in our program. This is what has happened. Enter A2, enter B3. Are you clear? That's all you've done. I've not worked with those values. I've just accepted the values. Are you clear? In scanf, why we use and, in printf, we don't use the and. I've explained all of that in multiple videos before. In short, and means at the address of. Means at the address of. So scanf %d means capture an integer, and %d means integer, and store it at the address of A. Capture an integer and store it at the address of B. That's what it means. Now, let's go ahead. So we got AB. Now you're going to display the menu. Between AB and menu, I want to leave a line drop because I want the output to look good. So I have a line drop here. I'll use that only. Copy paste. All right. So our menu will not be stuck to this. It will be after one line, a gap of one line. So it looks good. Now we're going to display the menu. So printf menu and start displaying the menu options. 1 means add. So I'm going to copy paste this line. 2 means subtract. You may write the full words, no problem. 3, multiply. I'm just keeping it mul to keep the typing time small. Focus more on the real thing. 4 is divide. 5 is end. So these are my options. Now, enter your choice or simply select. I want this to be in line with this so that the output looks nice. All you have to do is just hit a tab space. Cleanliness doesn't really take too much effort. It just needs a mindset. If you want to do it, you can be clean in the real world. If you want to do it, you can be clean in your program outputs. The effort is very little. It's just that you should be inclined to do it. Anyway, so select. You're telling the user select. So I'll show you what it is. 2 and 3, I've shown the menu and then I said select. Now do you understand, between the menu and select also, it would be nice if there is a line gap. So we'll keep it. That's no big deal. You can enter a double slash and also. Sorry, you got a call in the middle. So you can achieve the same thing by a double N. Doesn't matter. I like to put it on a separate line so they can remove it without interfering with that line. Anyway. So now I've said select. This is where I will capture the selection. Now this is where it starts getting serious. %d and choice. Yeah, see, I wanted to see what name I had given for the variable. All I had to do is look here. If you have a habit of defining variables everywhere, good luck looking for that variable. Anyway, so now choice. You've captured your choice. Now, what I would like to do is display the result right below the choice. For that, we will do a switch case. If you don't know what is a switch case, learn it in detail. I'll tell you what is required over here. Of course, in the course, I've made a whole video on this because there's too much. Small informations that you need to know, which has to be explained in detail. Here I will stick to the point. So switch choice. Choice is a variable that I'm going to do switching, which I'm going to evaluate. If choice is 1, so case 1 means choice 1. It's like enter 1 for English, 2 for Hindi, 3 for Marathi in your IVR menu. Same thing. Choice 1. If you entered 1, that means English, 2 Hindi, 3 Marathi, or whatever order. You get the point. So this is the place where you will come if the user has selected addition. Are you clear? This is your add area. I'm going to write the addition code over here. So what is the code? Like I said, you can create a variable result right over here. Result is equal to A plus B and display result. I will not need that result any time after this. I just have to display and end the program. So I'm not creating a variable. I'm just on my printf statement itself, I'm going to calculate and display the result. So printf, you will see it. It sounds big. It's all very simple. Result, I would want the result to come below this select so that it all looks nice. Don't bother. Basically, I'm displaying the result. All right. And if you're wondering if I want below the select, then it should have been here. If you notice, this line is starting one tab space after this line. So in effect, they are both aligned. Okay. Over here, what is my result? A plus B. I'm displaying the text A plus B is equal to %D. Okay, if this is confusing you in any way, no problem. I am not putting it. Now you okay? A plus B is equal to %D. What is %D? This is where A plus B will put its value. Please tell me, did you understand this? So this is just the text. A plus B is equal to, you can write the result of addition is equal to, it means the same. It's just any language in which you want to show what you're doing. This is the placeholder where the value will come, and the value will come from this expression A plus B. If you would have written result is equal to A plus B, then over here you would have written the variable name result. You understand that both are correct ways of doing it. Do it however you want to. I don't want to waste a variable because there's no need. And this \n will just go to the next line. So let's run this program and let's enter 1. Let's see what happens. 2, 3, 1. A plus B is equal to 5. Please tell me, did you understand? Now, I've not programmed for the other inputs, but once you program for 1, then you just add just a copy paste. So you understood this much, right? Now what I would want is this A plus B should come here. Then it look cuter. So I just want that because I like good looking output, like I said. Now let's run 2, 3, 1. See, looks much better. Again, instead of A plus B, let's put 2 plus 3 is equal to 5. That will be a really good looking output. My inputs were 2 and 3. I have the inputs with me. So instead of A plus B, let's put placeholders over here. %D plus %D. And the values will come. And this is also, so there are 3 %Ds. That means there are 3 values that will come in this line. Who all are giving the values? A, B, and A plus B. Tell me, did you understand this? At this first placeholder, A will put the value. Second placeholder, B will put the value. Third placeholder, A plus B will put the value. So now if you run it, 2, 3. Now it's not saying A plus B is equal to this. Now it's showing you the real thing. 2 plus 3 is equal to 5. Are you clear? If you also, and I'm deviating from what I had shown in the beginning because ideas keep changing. And like I said, I don't memorize programs. Over here, you can even write the operation that has been selected, like add. So you can write over there, add. So, add. Tell me, did you understand? So it will also tell you what was the operation selected. Addition, add, however you want to write it. Now that we have this case clear, now copy and paste this for all the cases. Case 1, this is case 2. What is case 2? Subtract. A minus B is equal to A minus B. Please tell me, did you understand? Case 3. Multiply. A into B is A into B. Are you clear? Do you understand what's going on? 4th, feel free to ask doubts. My WhatsApp number is there on the page. It will be there everywhere. Or just and type my name on Google. You'll get my number. Message me. Send me a screenshot of where you are facing a problem and ask me your doubt. As soon as I'm free, I'll reply. You don't expect an immediate reply because obviously I'm a human, not a bot. But as soon as I'm free, I'll reply. Now, division. Let's go slow on this. A divided by B is equal to %D quotient %D remainder. So now there are 4 placeholders over here. A, B. This will be the quotient part of division. This will be the remainder part of the division. A, B. In integers, A slash B gives the quotient and A %B gives the remainder. So you'll get quotient remainder. If you do the floating point number, no problem. Then write %F over here and evaluate as a floating point expression. Case 5 is end. So option selected is end and gracefully display a message. Program ends. Thank you. And no variables required over here. You may even put ... however you like to present it. So what is this default case? Default case means if it's not in any of these 5 options, then if it's anything else, whether it's 6, 7, 8, 9, 20, 30, 99, whatever. Default means if it's not any of these, then so it's like the else of a complex if else, else, that last else. Means if it's nothing else, then do this. So here, what does it mean in our context? In our context, it means the user has entered an invalid selection. So here we write invalid. I hope it doesn't cross the tab space. Perfect. It aligns with the tab space perfectly. Invalid input. program ends, or just simply program ends. I don't even need to write program ends. I will say try again. As of now, we'll do try again because we are planning for a loop. So try once again. And so right now I have not created the loop because I don't want to just throw everything in the program together. I've just now shown you the switch case. We saw it for one, we saw how it's working. After that, we just copy pasted it. Now let's run this. A is 2, B is 3. I just have a habit of entering 2, 3. Enter whatever you want to. We'll evaluate for all cases. 1. Addition 2 plus 3 is 5. In VS Code, when you want to run the program again, just press the up arrow and hit enter. It runs the program again. So you don't need to go back and forth the screens. Let's use 4 and 3 this time. Subtract. You should get 1 as a result. 4 minus 3 is 1, and it shows subtract. So it's very beautiful as an output, and it's aligned with this. If you want, you can even move the add, subtract, multiply, divide over here and align everything. Then look absolutely pro. However you want to do it. Let's run it again for multiply. So 3 and 3 this time. Option 3. 3 into 3 is 9. Superb. 4, okay, let's say 40 and 8. And I'm using option divide. So 40 divided by 8. 5 is the quotient, 0 is the remainder. Are you clear? Let's do one more. 40 and 9. And option 4. So 40 divided by 9. 9 into 4 is 36. And 4 is the remainder. Perfect. Are you clear? So yes, works for all 4 options. Add, subtract, multiply, divide. Now for end, before I try end, let's try the invalid option also. 2, 3, option 7, let's say. Invalid. Try once again. Of course, here it won't try because the program ends. We will now put this in a loop, and the loop will only break when you enter 5. Let's see option 5 also for once. Program end. So all options are working correctly. A normal menu-driven calculator ends here. Many teachers are happy with just this doing one operation. If you want it to be a looping calculator where it will not stop till the time you press end, all you need to do is here. Perfect. Here, this whole part we will put in a loop. So I am going to, indent it because it's going to go inside a loop now. That loop will be a do while loop. Okay, I'm writing the do while part here, and I will copy that syntax. So this is a do while loop. This is where you put the code, and this is the code of it, and this is the condition. The condition is while choice not equal to 5. You understand, not equal to is written as exclamation equal to, also pronounced as bang equal to. If you know anyone who's a pro at programming, in the real world it's called bang. Anyway, there are a lot of things you'll learn in the companies which you'll never hear of over here. So do this part while choice is not equal to 5. There you go. What happened to my indentation here? I like programs to be well indented. It's a habit which you should have. This is not an option. Okay, you should have. You want to be a serious programmer, write well indented code. I think we are done now. 2, 3. Add, again select, subtract, multiply, divide, invalid option, program ends. What did it take? What, 15-20 minutes to teach and show you while doing it. Otherwise, you just have to write it, and if you're a good programmer, it's a matter of 5 minutes or probably lesser. And you get 2 hours in the practical exam for doing it, and you produce an output that looks this good and still is so accurate. You are going to get 25 out of 25, plus you're going to put an impression on your teacher which will be so good that it's going to help you in the semesters that are going to come. Okay, to understand, hope you understood this whole video, hope you enjoyed learning it. To enjoy learning all of C with practical examples, I always give practical examples. Like I just told you, this is IVR. What else is this? This is so many things. You go to McDonald's or any of those food restaurants or whatever, cafes. You have those screens today. Select, select, select. What is that? It's a menu. This is also a menu. It's just that that's graphic. But the background, the program that runs in the background is this. It's switch case all the time, your menu selections. Next time you're talking to someone on IVR, tell yourself that you know how to do this program. If you get into a company which requires this, you will outshine others because you know this, you've done this properly. Alright, like this, with everything that I teach, I take real world examples, because what's the point of learning something if you don't know where to use it, right? You want to learn the whole subject of C nicely with real world examples, come on my website, bharatacharyaeducation.com. Hope to see you there. Wish you all the best.